SolidWorks Enterprise PDM 2010 features powerful new functionality for toolbox integration and server-side task processing. On top of that, a whole host of enhancements too numerous to mention here make installation, commissioning, administration and end-user interaction a well-rounded and enjoyable experience. Previously, SolidWorks Toolbox was installed on a wide area network with limited access for users. The speed of interaction, therefore, was entirely dependent upon the quality of the network. Now Toolbox is integrated entirely within the Enterprise PDM Vault, so changes are replicated to all servers and all users as they happen, and bills of materials are correct and always up to date. As we check out this assembly, we see this user has no rights to check out the toolbox part, as it should be. Now, we'll go ahead and add a new fastener in the normal way. For the user, the toolbox integration is transparent. If a fastener that has never been used before is added to the assembly, and therefore needs to be added to Toolbox, the only thing the user may notice is a momentary pause, as the Toolbox database is updated with the new information. The new fastener is already checked in and equal to what's in the vault. Now that's seamless integration. This change will be replicated to all other users on demand, or at the next scheduled replication, and interaction will be fast as each fastener used is cached locally on the user's workstation. Now that we've made changes to the assembly, we should really have checked out the drawing and updated that also. To prevent accidental printing of out-of-date documents, the eDrawings preview will now issue a stern warning. Enhancements to Copy Tree not only allow the renaming of files and regenerating of serial numbers, but also now allow specific file types to be renamed using specific serial numbers. Items now include a full API, so integration between items in Enterprise PDM and items in ERP can now be completely customized. Named item bombs can now be used to set a baseline in the design or to build custom bombs for different end users, based entirely on items. The same functionality we enjoy in the File Explorer is available here, so adding rows, changing quantities and comparing bombs is quick and easy to do. Installing and administering the vault couldn't be easier. Security permissions, for example, are now consolidated, so it's quick to check and modify users' permissions for workflows, search cards and folders, all in one area. Cards are now listed as part of the vault. Double-clicking will bring up the card editor in the usual way. Serial number generation can now be omitted from certain configurations, such as @ or by using wildcards omitted from configurations containing a certain string of characters. Also, serial numbers for configurations are now automatically generated as new configurations are added to a part, not just on first checking. Apart from templates, the admin export file now contains everything. This makes it easy to transport an entire vault from one server to another, or for testing a vault offsite and deploying it into a production environment fast. When creating a new vault, you get the option to import an existing export file, or to create a vault based upon predefined options. For example, add dispatch, cards, items or tasks, making the whole setup process faster and easier. Finally, we mentioned tasks. These are pre-configured SolidWorks macros or any other enterprise add-in which can be called by the user or triggered from a workflow transition. SolidWorks provides two out-of-the-box macros for converting and printing files. These can be run locally on the client or by load balancing any server on the network which is not busy, freeing up the user's workstation for other tasks or for users that don't have SolidWorks installed. The conversion tool gives you all the available output formats from SolidWorks, and all the conversion options are available for setting. This allows remote configuration of SolidWorks installed anywhere on the network from any client. Additional control of configurations or drawing sheets permits automated output of sheet metal flat patterns to DXF, for example. Variables from the file card can be copied to the output file card, and we have full control of output location, adding references and creating versions. Access to each user or group can be controlled, as well as notifications of success or failure. If we take a look at the print task, we can control the printer, paper format and margins. We can also make a drawing pack by selecting only the drawings of all the parts of an assembly. Powerful functionality, all taken care of by a remote server. These tasks run add-ins created by the Enterprise PDM API, which can be called from a workflow transition. Anyone familiar with the API will appreciate how much easier this makes customization of the Vault. SolidWorks Enterprise PDM 2010 further reduces the need for customization and meets critical business demands faster and easier than ever before, giving you a clear business advantage.